球は俺が守ってみせる。
Alright, so we have LR Future Gohan finally officially released in game. We're going to be able to take a look at him. 55% in the dupe system. Level 1 links here. We'll see what his performance is actually going to be. Now, I did already do the Rainbow Showcase on the private server earlier, but we're going to take a look at this guy here. To set as a very bare minimum with no, equips, no links or anything. This will be quite fun, so... We're going to go ahead and link him up with the normal Future Gohan here. So we have what? I think that's... if we take a look at his links here. That should be Dismal Future, Fierce Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race, and then I think Experienced Fighter is the other link that we are getting right there, right? Yeah, that should be the link set that we're getting on total. So, I mean, overall, just like a solid link set that we're getting so far. We're going to be able to get a good amount of ki. So this Future Gohan does build up stats over time. With each attack he does get 20% attack and defense and then 1 ki. That stacks up to 5 times, so that's a max of 5 ki and 100% attack and defense. Turn 1, he usually does start out looking a little weaker. So before he attacks, he's at 60% damage reduction. Then once he actually gets his 18 ki off, then we actually are able to get another 20% reduction. That can get to a total of 80% damage reduction, which is really, really strong. But yeah, turn 1, starting off, not really going to be the best in terms of stats. So yeah, especially like a 4.3 mil attack stat, not obviously the hottest starting turn, right? Considering he's getting a good amount of support here, right? Defensively, well, on this turn, he is getting... That is 120% defense support, and then he's getting 50% offensive support here. So how this Gohan does work with his additionals, as you saw right there, he did get 3 attacks. He does obviously do his normal super attack. When you're at 20 ki or more, you get a guaranteed additional super attack, and then when you're at 18 ki or more, you get an additional that has a high chance to become a super. So you could do 3 additionals, even at 55% in the dupe system. And if you do give him an equipment that'll let him do more of those additionals, then you will just see more, I guess, like if you give him the level 5 additional, you will be able to obviously see more of that. So this is another Gohan here. We're going to get, what, Dismal Future and then Prepared for Battle in total. That's fine. We'll just let this Gohan grab this. Unfortunately, we couldn't get 20 ki with him, huh? I guess that is how it happened, right? So that's fine. Again, this is another Link Level 1 Gohan. I actually didn't like how these rotations played out here, but I guess it's fine, right? I would have liked Vegeta and Trunks to be on the rotation with this guy here, but... oh well, it is what it is. So now we got, what, 3 attacks last turn with my Future Gohan, so he does have 3 attacks worth of build-up. Now, one last thing we do want to consider with Gohan is that he does get a good amount of defense with each super attack he does on top of this, right? So he has his 18 ki, allows him to greatly raise defense for the turn. Well, he also does massively raise attack for the turn, I guess I should point out. Then his 12 ki does have a 30% defense raise for the turn and a 50% attack raise for the turn. Wow, okay, Goku Black Buddy, you should not have taken that much damage, but it is what it is. Maybe it's fine to stay this low HP for what's-his-face, the in Future Gohan. So I guess maybe we don't transform him, but yeah, that's the one thing about what we're seeing so far. Let me, we'll put Future Gohan in the second slot. Now we'll get everything active except for Golden Warrior here, so that should be pretty good. We'll grab this here. We'll actually... I'll just grab this, it's fine. And then Vegeta and Trunks can get a stack here. So what is he looking at now? So he's at 250k before he attacks. Again, so with the 50% defense that he's getting... oh, actually, Gohan's actually guarding because the Trunks is on rotation, right? But once he gets his full passive built up, he could be around even like... I don't know. We have to see what his defense is looking like more, because he does get the 50% on super here, but he's still building up his stats. So it's kind of hard to say what kind of defense level he's going to be at. But he has 80% reduction here, and that was not a bad attack stat, right? With the 8 mil attack stat there. So the 12 keys at 6.6, and now he's definitely fully built up on this turn. Really, really good for him, and he cooks right here for sure. Starting for the next turn, we will also have the Domain ability available. So, I mean, just looking at what this guy is doing right here, turn 1, looking just a little weak, but turn specifically like 2, that's where things can get a lot better for him if you're able to get those additionals early on. That could be very, very helpful for this guy. Now, let's see. So we have Gowasu, Zamasu, and Ijo Goku Black. Again, just like a very similar rotation here. We'll go ahead and let's just start healing with the same type orbs so we could potentially... Should I didn't bring a name actually. I should have brought a Sensu Bean. I'm so silly. I forgot to bring a Sensu Bean here, but that's fine. So Gohan here, he should basically have the same offensive stat-ish, kind of. So yeah, 5.3 again. This Gohan actually only got 2 attacks last turn. So now this guy is going to be able to fully build up starting from this next turn, which is good, right? Very, very good to see. Okay, and then there's the second attack, and now here's the guaranteed additional super right here. And yeah, this is a Gohan without many links active, so it's kind of hard to rate how this guy's looking, but I mean, we can see he's very consistent with Ki, especially like in that with his interrupt, because he does have the 5 Ki from the start of turn. But then starting next turn, even though the intro is almost going to be ran out, we're going to be able to use the active skill. I'll save the active skill for an additional turn, though. And then we'll use it when we have Gowasu and Zamasu in rotation, I'm thinking. Ijo Goku Black should be okay. He actually did build up some stats, but we're not actually going to... Oh, wait, actually... No, okay, we will still transform with future Gohan. I thought he would take more damage than that, but I guess that's good. Okay. Sure, Gowasu and Zamasu. So now this in future Gohan should transform. Now we're going to get more links, which is good. Just consistently. We do technically lose 50% support, but I do kind of want the extra links. And now here we go. We see we have the domain ability active. The City of Future Rainy is the domain ability that we have active here. We could use the active skill, but we will save the active skill here. So when this domain effect is up, what happens is you could use the active skill, right? Just at any time during the time the domain's up, which is for 5 turns from the 5th turn. And that's just turn 5 always, right? So no matter what, if you have a future Gohan at turn 5, even if he was in the 3rd slot, he does have the domain up, which is really good. He changes in key spheres to STR key spheres. And then he performs a guaranteed crit on his active skill or when Q is 24, given that the domain ability is up. As we're seeing right here, he is having that ability. Now, if we use the active skill, that does proc the 20% damage reduction that he would get after attacking, given that you have 18 key. That would actually be start of turn. So if we did use the active skill in a difficult content here, we'd have 80% reduction in this turn specifically, because his 40% damage reduction from the first 5 turns is still up. But even then, with 60% reduction, 313k defense, that's not the worst. He will obviously be able to easily tank a lot of normals. Super attacks from some of these bosses would hurt quite a bit. But once he starts actually super attacking, I mean, he gets 50% defense on this one. So that's what? Another 150k plus defense that's added to this defensive stat. Then he has another additional right there. Then we have the guaranteed additional, which is adding another 100k defense here. So how much defense did he get now? He's at like around 550k defense with the 80% damage reduction. And then he's guaranteed critting on all these supers. I mean, he's looking very strong. Now, one thing I do want to confirm, the friend still does get all the effects that our future Gohan would be getting. So you can see here, he could use his active skill, even though we actually... did not actually use the domain with this one specifically here, so that's a really good thing to know. This guy is fully built up here. He's at 303k defense right there, okay. And then we can just see more numbers. This time we have legendary power active, you know, all the Super Saiyan links and stuff, but we are technically missing, what, 10% support here. So it might look fine. We'll go ahead and see what this guy is actually going to cook up here. But I mean, in terms of 55% looks, he does seem to be pretty good. Just at the link level 1 range. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Very, very pleased with what he's kind of cooking up here. Which is nice, right? Alright, then again, yeah, future Gohan, well, Vegeta and Trunks are just kind of doing their things here. This might be even, it could potentially be the highest we've seen future Gohan on this video. But yeah, this is just bare minimum. No support, like, or anything like that. Well, not no support, but like no... link levels, which is pretty huge for this guy. So 9.2 mil attack stat. Okay, and then yeah, the high chance, and then the guaranteed additional, and he's just guaranteed critting, which is just absolutely absurd. Now the funniest thing that's gonna happen is that even when this domain runs out, we do have the other domain that we can use from the other future Gohan. And you may notice we're doing a good amount of damage, especially one thing to consider is that we actually do get 30% inflicted damage in the domain to extreme class units. Extreme class units do also take 30% more damage, but like, you're usually not running extreme class units on the team like this, right? I'm only taking Ejo Goku Black just because I feel like it, but yeah, so now we have the active skill we could potentially use here. Obviously, his defense basically stays the same, but he does lose the 40% reduction for the first 5 turns. You also see his ki is a little lower. Now, this active skill, when we use it, obviously, not only does it guarantee crit, but it gives us 5 ki and 20% defense permanently for the rest of the battle. So that's obviously very good effect. If we see here, again, he's starting off at 335k defense. Let's see what the difference we're going to see is now.
Gohan, 甘っといてんじゃねえぞ。お前の力はこんなものじゃないだろう。
Alright, sweet. So again, we see there we get the extra ki, and his defense shot up to 400k, which, you know, I think I'll definitely will take that defense level. Do we get any extra links? No, we don't. So we'll just put him right there in the front here. That should be fine. And he should really cook in this turn, obviously, with his guaranteed crits. On top of that, his damage is going to be a little lower than what we saw because there's no offense support here. So 7.7 mil, even without the actual, how to explain it, without any offensive support, but he's still guaranteed critting. We haven't gotten a single one of the high chances to proc. That's kind of funny. But there is the 5 mil additional super attack there. I mean, yeah, this is literally his bare minimum, and he's still looking pretty good to me. Even with only the 40% reduction here, I mean, if we consider the fact that he's jumping up to over 600k defense post super with 40% reduction, that's fine for 55%, right? I'm not going to say it's anything like spectacular fantastic. Oh my god, that's so good. But if we consider him at just the free dupe level, I definitely will take that. So what we'll do next turn is we'll use the active skill one last time. We'll get the KO screen this time, actually. The KO screen looks really, really sick. We should be able to get that. And then I think we'll probably be good after that. I don't really think there'll be much else we have to show. So let's go ahead and use the active skill again with Future Gohan, just because it's pretty good.
必ずお前たちを倒す。ゴハン、甘っといてんじゃねえぞ。お前の力はこんなものじゃないだろう。
So yeah, that KO screen, whew, that's a really good KO screen. Really, really powerful KO screen. Does he lock? He locks you. You know, let's get this last rotation here. Why not? So we're at 363k defense, huh? Okay, let's just get some extra stats in here. Why not? You know, might as well show that. So with just the 40% support, I mean, his defense is still going to be pretty solid, right? But definitely once that first 40% runs out, it's not really the greatest. And you could also see here the effect the domain has for this AGL Goku Black here, with him taking 30% extra damage. Oh, he's dead here. Okay, well, I guess it is what it is. Yeah, he's a straight up dead, right? Because he's taking the 30% extra damage. That does suck. So unfortunately, we couldn't see more of the Future Gohan, but overall, I think he cooked. I think he looks good himself. And, you know, even in a team without support, he's able to look pretty nice. Even just that free dupe, you know, 55% link level 1, he can just look nice overall. I'm a big fan of this Future Gohan. So, I mean, is there anything else I should know about this guy that I missed out? I guess one thing that sucks is that he doesn't have prepared for battle, huh? Maybe if they give him prepared for battle instead of experienced fighters, but this guy's ki. I mean, he just has so much ki. He built up 5 ki. He has 3 ki start of turn. His intro gives him 5 ki. His active skill gives him 5 ki. So, I mean, if you have everything up, how much ki is this guy getting? 5, 10, 15, 18 key just from existing, right? If you did use this active skill on turn 5. But even then, even without that, that's 13 key that's just existing, plus the 6 key from the leader skill. You're at 19 key, just kind of living right there. So that's good. And that's not even considering any other support. Really nice. I like this guy. Let me know what you guys think, though, and I'll catch you next time.